This is Adventure Public Radio.
Hello, mortals, and welcome to Adventure Public Radio, bringing you stories on the ground from the realm of Midgard, and I'm Terry the Bard. Our last broadcast provided some long-awaited resolution. Fortunately, our adventurers have once more evaded death and reached the Gloaming Crag. Unplanned and unprepared, they seek the help of Old Honeypaws in finding Ludwig. To cover the vast distance, he suggests using the Roads, but that introduces a whole new kind of danger.
I was reading up today, and like lay magic is kind of looked down upon.
Really?
Also, yes, yeah. So, and I think as a raven folk, for you to be a lay person,
because as far as we can tell, it doesn't do anything.
We have blast your dick off with the disintegrate show.
Yeah.
You wait.
It's just rumored to exist.
Wait till you cast fireball.
It's gonna be the big like season 5 twist where like
Oh no, he was just pretending.
Carl turns around and shoots Bastion's dick off with disintegrate.
It's literally going to be like Mystery Man the whole time. It's like, oh my god, this guy has no powers. Let's just going to admit it.
Yeah, we are good to go if you are ready, Zach. If you want to keep dicking around, we can.
All right. Well, where we left off, Mr. Honeypaws was leading you guys deeper into the cave. Actually, he was saying, talking about the Shadowroads and say, "Why walk?"
Yeah.
Mr. Honeypaws, what are the Shadowroads?
You see, he kind of looks down at you. He says, "Oh, well, up here in the north, we don't care for traveling too long up the top. It's very dangerous, as you guys have seen. I'd like to take the Shadowroads and get someplace quick. You've never taken one down in Zobek?"
I've taken many shadowy roads, but I don't think they're the same thing.
Really, they work through ley lines. And anywhere you see a ley line, there are certain portals along them where you can enter. Anyway, they're just they're just fast roads. They're like express lanes. They only travel along certain routes though, so you can't just go anywhere. You have to like pick carefully where you want to go. It does save a lot of time though there are many dangers to be had.
Well, that was a little bit more than I expected, but thank you, Carl.
I'm a goddamn geomancer, so
You're very knowledgeable about these things.
That's not accurate. I'm not a geomancer. I'm a geomancy wizard
In training,
yeah.
When were you thinking of leaving? Were you going to leave today, or do you want to get some rest and perhaps start on a new day?
I think we wanna get out of here nearly as soon as possible, but I think we need like at least a little bit of a power nap. Is there like a general store we can hit in here? Carl over there needs some ink. We need a couple other supplies and
Sure. Yeah, we've got stuff in here. Come on, follow me in.
Thanks, old Honeypaws.
Most of the hallways are kind of separated by like drapes, maroon cloth drapes that he kind of pushes to the side. And as he goes in, you can see that this is like a network of tunnels that go in, and you're coming by different caverns and caves that are all like somewhat furnished for housing. Some of them have lit fires in there. Some have long tables like you've seen in the other village. And as he keeps on going in, he comes to one of the caverns that are like kind of closed off.
So it's like a bear city, but it's inside of a cave?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's deeper in this mountain. Like, you guys are walking for probably like 5 or 10 minutes and you're still not even halfway through this network of caves.
That's very cool. Because again, like you think bears live in caves, and then like
it's all there.
Human bears live in big, well-carved bear caves. That's
big
neat.
cave network. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah, I like that idea.
He keeps walking you through this network of caves and eventually comes to one that is open to the side, and you can see there's a like small halfling behind a desk and has kind of like a storefront behind him.
Is like everything like you said there are curtains and stuff, but is like almost all of the furniture and everything like kind of hewn out of
hewn out of the rock itself.
That's
and then
cool.
if there is furniture and stuff, it's made of like bone.
Jesus Christ.
Of like things that have been hunted.
This place is very metal.
Yeah, it is. And you think of the big braziers that are like sitting on iron like cauldrons along the way as you're going in. You see this halfling like running around keeping up his store, and he kind of Honeypaws knocks on the door. He says,
"Or the curtain."
The wall of the of the cavern. Thank you, Joe, for bringing me back.
Yeah.
Knocks on the wall of the cavern. He says, "Hey, Baxter, And, you see the halfling, like, look up over this, oh, hi, honey paws. How are you? And, he's like, can you, help my friends here? They're getting ready on some travels. Give them whatever they need.
You said the word give?
Yeah, are we just looting the place? This is pretty rad.
I mean,
I don't want to
we're not looting. No, I'll repay Baxter for
Oh.
what he's doing, but
So we can loot, but you will reimburse.
sure, if this is the way your people do it,
We did
apparently, but,
give you the rest of our
Wait
food.
a minute, the honey paws, you're giving us stuff?
it's some stuff. Don't go crazy, all right? I'm not.
No,
This
we
is-
won't take advantage. We appreciate the
Just-
gesture.
Baxter will help you get what you need to do. If you need me, I'll be in the other room.
Joke aside, thank you so much, old honey paws. You've been way too giving for what we were able to provide for you.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, sir. Anybody who's looking for Ludwig is a friend of mine, and your family has been good to me, so it's time for me to repay that favor.
Thank you, brother. Fist bump.
He does. Gives you a little fist paw. Anyhow, Baxter scurries to the table. Oh, what brings you here?
First and foremost, do you have a small jar with ink in it?
Oh, getting right to the business. Okay, yeah, sure, I got something to cut.
Oh, were you asking like what's our business in town?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, well we're here on a mission to ultimately find Ludwig, and we thought honey paws might have a lead, and we're just kind of preparing before we hit them Shadowroads.
Oh, you're going on the Shadowroads.
Yeah, never been there before. It seems kind of scary, but we got like ourselves this big fancy geomancer who said he can take care of no matter what horrors we run into in there.
Geomancy wizard.
Assistant to the geomancy wizards.
No, it was coming.
Oh, what's magic? Oh, okay. And what about you, sir?
Oh, excuse me, sir, but I would really like it if
Is it,
you
is
had...
it a sir or a man? Baxter?
Baxter.
It's a man.
Yeah, it's a male halfling.
Okay.
Well, like I was saying, sir, be really cool if you had some studded leather armor.
I'm sorry. I just have mostly like general supplies, and I work in potions every once in a while.
Okay, what potions do you have?
Mostly the ones that keep you alive.
All right, we'll take a
pretty
couple of
good
those. Put it on Honey Paws' bill.
Sure.
Tab.
He goes and runs in the back and grabs like paper and some ink and a couple vials of potions. He comes back with this like carton, I guess, with all of it like jingling around in there. He's like, is there anything I can help you with?
The last thing that I think I need to ask for is 10 gold. No.
10 gold.
Is you have any rations? I don't know how long we're gonna be gone.
I was just gonna ask. We gave all our food to honey
Yeah.
paws. We need some food.
And we were living off of muffins, so. You know,
Oh, well, that's not a very nutritional diet.
you know, it's what we got.
Oh, all right.
We didn't have choice in the matter.
Yes. Yeah, I can whip something up for you. He goes in the back and grabs like some hardtack, maybe some biscuits and something, that will travel well and not spoil.
I wonder if he has any cheese.
Did you say, cheese?
Are you just saying that to the room, or to me specifically?
I was saying it to you, but then, Baxter, do you have any cheese?
Oh, I think I have cheese back here. Let me look. And he,
We'll take it all.
oh. I mean, we are in a cave system. It's kind of easy to make cheese here. So, yeah, I'll give you some. And he comes back with like a large wheel that has a decent sized slice taken out of it.
Yes, well, when I said all, I think you thought I meant a lot, but I actually meant all that you have.
I'm uncomfortable,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah, so
This is plenty, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is generous.
Honey Paws has already gone pretty far of his way to provide us with what we need. We don't need to take more than we need.
I don't know, every 5 seconds you guys give out our food.
That's a fair point.
But I don't know if you know this, but I really like cheese.
Yeah.
It's kind of very stereotypical, right? I mean,
Hey,
Really leaning in.
listen, I don't judge you for being short, nosy,
okay.
but that's halflings,
Fair enough.
Are you being mean to like the person that's providing?
I
us
don't know.
with
He's
goods and
saying I'm
services?
stereotypical that I like cheese. Everyone likes cheese.
Yeah, it's not a rat thing. It's just a human thing.
Hmm.
Or well, not a human thing. That's confusing.
It's just an everybody thing. I never met a person that I know don't like cheese.
Oh, this is fair. Is there anything else I can get you? Or
Do you have like a menu?
I mean, well, I'm not a chef here. I just
No,
have,
not.
some
I mean, like
some stuff.
a list of goods, I guess. Not so much a menu.
Well, I've got torches and other, dungeoneering supplies and anything like that. Rope, pittons, stuff like that.
Take a rope. Weren't we hard up for a rope earlier?
I don't remember, but probably. I think we might have gotten some of that from Grimhelda.
Yeah.
I think you did get
Oh, okay.
some supplies
We
there.
were
I
looking for, I was
don't
looking for a
exactly.
jar, and then that's why I had. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay,
You got a
great.
jar of ink with some paper, and I'm going to give you guys 4 health potions.
Okay, great.
Minor health potions.
Very nice.
Sure.
To split between us, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take one of those since I can be sort of standoffian.
I can heal myself with lay on hands. Why don't you take 2 of them, Christian?
All right, two. Okay.
Yeah,
We're building a
squishy man
bad
fighter.
relationship with this rat folk who always likes to take the extra extra off the top.
Baxter, thank you so much. Sorry we were intermittently rude to you. You were, hell of a guy. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. If you do make it back here and come back from the roads, I'd love to hear your stories. I'm a bit of a writer myself.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to tell you.
He's got like a little notebook over there that's got like a bunch of different papers that have been shoved in there. It's like, anybody who comes and travels through here, it's very interesting.
Yeah. Happy to do it, buddy, especially in exchange for these goods and services.
I'm sure. Did Honeypots give you a room? If not, I could lead you to one.
Yeah, that would be, absolutely fantastic, bud.
And he comes scurrying out past you, kind of throws a side-eye glance at Sif, or leads you down deeper into the tunnels. Again, more caverns. Some of these have like little bear families in them. Some have ravenfolk families in them. Like, it seems like these are people that sit probably somewhere on this council of Mr. Honeypaws. There's not many rooms, but there's some along the way. And there's one that is vacant, has like 3 beds that are in there that, again, are not really comfortable because they're made of bone, but they have large piles of hay in them and whatnot. Very rustic. It's like, if you need anything, you can either talk to me or Orson.
Who's Orson?
Orson's Honeypaw's main guard. He's a very large bear. He usually guards the front gate and stuff.
Larger than me? Or...
Well, he kind of looks you up and down. He kind of pushes his hands like in a smaller. So, a little bit thinner maybe. Not that you're.
No. You're.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
But I love eating. I'm not ashamed of that.
Don't we all? Anyhow.
12 muffins.
I think the word is thick.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a thick.
Thick boy.
Look at this bear butt.
That's
Oh,
very
that's
uncalled for.
a
He stops
more
moving
than
and it just keeps jiggling for like minutes.
Yes.
Why does it stop? He's just like moving his head like.
It's how I hypnotize people into doing my bidding. You
It's
will
like a
bring me
sexy
muffins.
jello mold on top of a dryer.
He just starts shaking his
On
head
full
back and
tilt.
forth, trying to follow your ass. Anyhow, no, that doesn't happen.
I think we're cutting all this out.
Yeah,
I think so too.
please cut all that out because it was all awful. Yeah.
It's like this dream sequence. It's like a dream sequence of Bastion's ass just shaking hypnotically with what's the dude's name? I already forget.
Oh no, I don't know. Baxter?
Baxter with his face just, he's just and he's just twerking like right in his face, and it's all over the fucking place.
You got all them good dimples.
All right, so we'll start back over.
Yeah, he's a little bit taller. He kind of like puts his hands out like rawr, like big. He's very imposing.
Damn. All right.
But he's a good man.
Cool. Thank you.
Anyhow, if you need anything, he looks at Carl and Bastion. You can come see me, and he looks at Sif. He walks away.
Thanks, Baxter.
Do you get the impression he didn't like me too much?
You were a little bit demanding, buddy.
I didn't like you too much. You were a dick to him.
You were not very nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not though.
Honeypaw said get whatever we want. I wanted all the cheese. No big deal.
Yeah, but he did say specifically, I mean, don't take too much.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
I don't think I heard that part.
Well,
He did in fact say it though.
Well, okay. I mean, I guess you guys don't want any of the sweet cheese I got.
You can have the cheese.
you can have the cheese.
Oh, okay.
It feels like you all got cheese at this point.
Baxter was crying when we left.
Oh, that's fine. He was
wheel of cheese.
It's all I get to eat. And he took it all.
all right. Enough.
As you guys are like powwowing and talking about what you're gonna do or whatever, eventually Honeypaws wakes his way back to your room or cavern, I would say, and knocks on the outside. He says, "May I come in?
Absolutely, old honey paws. It's your cave after all.
I'm Thank you, sir. And he comes walking around the corner, and he has a younger, blonde woman with him, and she has a leather kind of thieving outfit on, and a large, longbow around her back, a scar that kind of splits from her brow down. She says, I would like to introduce you to, this is Farah Longstrider. She's, gonna see you through the roads.
Oh, that's awesome. I stand up and I offer my hand. Pleasure to meet you, Farah.
She offers a very delicate hand, although when you shake it, it's deceptively strong.
Like, how big is this hand? Is it like only like one claw that can fit in that?
Yeah. But she gets a good grip on that one claw.
Ooh, goddamn.
And she says,
I do declare.
Howdy, Farah.
I get up on my rat feet and I walk towards her and I extend my hand. When she goes to shake it, I put a little bit of cheese in it, and I give her a nice wink.
So she shakes your Bastion's hand. She shakes Carl's hand, and then gets this cheese and looks at it and looks back at you. And says, am I supposed to eat this?
It's quite delicious.
Anywho, I am Sebastian for Cadillac Camerata. Pleasure to meet you. These are my associates, and I kind of point at Carl.
Hello, I'm Carl, Geomancy Wizard.
Assistant to the Geomancer Wizard.
So you're familiar with these roads, then?
I am. I've never traveled them myself, but I'm familiar with the general how they work, the dangers, all that.
Oh, well, that's good. At least we have somebody else who can help us out. And you, sir?
Do a little this, do a little that.
I didn't understand a word you said.
I said I do a little this, I do a little that.
You'll excuse him. He's being a little weird because there's a lady in his presence. He's not normally like this. He's not really any better, but he's different.
Sorry, man.
I
get really weird around the hot, stinky cheese.
Oh boy, didn't I? Okay. I don't need. Let's.
I mean, it's just really good stuff.
Let's just move along here. Okay, we're gonna. Okay. So when would you like to head out tomorrow?
I am. Well, whenever it's good for you. If tomorrow morning or in the afternoon, whatever is good for you.
We have quite a long way ahead of us. And travel along the Fey Roads is fast, but not. We're covering quite a distance. So probably 6 or 7 is probably when we should head out.
That seems very fair to me. I'll be sure to meet you, and I'll lead your way.
Thank you so much, Farah.
All right, we'll see you then.
Yes,
wonderful to meet you.
She walks out, and Mr. Honeypaw says, "No, I would hope y'all would join us for dinner.
What are you having?
Anything that
Not
we
to put you
can.
on the spot.
I mean, yes, you did. It's perfectly
just
fine.
Like a yes, thank you. I think is all we were looking for there.
You have crepes?
No, we don't do crepes here.
You got seeds?
That's for the seeds.
I
like birdseed.
I mean, maybe. Honestly, whatever kind of meat we can get, we don't have a lot to go off of, whatever we can hunt around here.
Well, any meat's good for me.
I think what my friends mean to say is, yeah, we would love to join you. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Please make yourself at home. And he walks away, feeling like he's like, oh, what are we having for dinner?
Man, that honey paws, he sure is nice, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, he doesn't have to be doing all those for us, and I feel like we're not being as appreciative as maybe we should be.
I mean, we are doing a fairly important errand for him. He has a stake in this.
We're doing it for ourselves. He just is cool with it.
He's benefiting in some degree,
All I mean is he's invested in the outcome. He hopes we succeed.
That's true, but again, I don't know.
I don't know. He's cool. Whatever. He gave us the cheese. It's cool.
We'll just.
I think we said thank you.
I said thank you.
You said it for us.
It was implied.
Yeah.
Time passes and dinner comes, and you guys sit around the table, just like down in the other village. Everyone is invited to this long table. You guys are not as far to the end as the one in before, maybe a little bit towards the middle, as they come around with hot steaming pots of what seems to be like a soup made of whatever they could find, mushrooms, small animals, or whatever. Honeypaws pipes up and says, We've got some new people sitting down at the table today, and I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Bastion Camerata," and he points at you and
wave.
Carl.
Howdy, folks.
And he's like pausing for Syphilis Bust Bubble. He's like,
yes.
Sif.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That'll do.
Yes,
That'll do.
they are heading down the Shadowroads, and Miss Farrah's going to take him and try to handle this strange occurrence that's been happening around here with the dark figures and the horns and the red eyes. There's like kind of a murmur around the table as people are chatting about it. Said that they had come across one and slain it, and they had a vial of this terrible liquid and had a smell of it. It's not from this world. Does anybody know anything about this? And there is a Ravenfolk woman down at the other side who speaks and says, "No, I've heard of these things. Shanobag has tainted many creatures, and they have all turned into these terrible beasts." And she kind of looks to you boys, and where did you see these?
We were on our way from Bjornheim out to the Gloaming Crag. And, like 2/3 of our way here, probably, we came across a bearlope. Well, it was originally a bear. It was infected by whatever this is. And,
which made it that much more horrifying, because we all know how great bear fighters are.
And everyone's like,
yes.
There's a big murder.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Nothing more scary, in my opinion.
Yes, and it is strange to have seen something like that and not be infected. Most who come encounter with them, their mouths swell, they can't speak, and eventually they turn into one of those as well. Was anybody injured?
I was bitten by the thing, but I'm a paladin of the Order of the First Flame, and I don't know, it just seemed to, burn up once it touched my skin.
You're very lucky, because those who usually are bitten by these are quickly converted into one of those creatures.
It's horrifying.
They call him the Lord of Night. He's...
What did you say his name was?
Chernobog.
Old Honeypaws told us about him when we first came in.
He's apparently the embodiment of mortal fears and rage. It's troubling that he's traveled this far. It's supposed to be from the Bleak Expanse.
I thought he was from the Wasted West.
Well, no, not exactly. Though it is said that he is in many places. The Bleak Expanse holds many horrors, as I'm sure Mr. Honeypaws has told you. Boreas, the North Wind, hopes to freeze us all, and then Shanobag has been claiming those who commit murder and crime all this time, and I find it troubling that it's here. And this is when Honorable Honeypaws kind of senses that people are starting to get upset. He's like, no, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm sure that we can handle it. And let's not go over that anymore. As he starts to see that people are starting to get like kind of sour to it. You guys end up eating most of your meals and semi enjoying it. It's very earthy and kind of just thrown together.
Mushroom based
because that's all I can think of. And bland and some strips of meat in there. Perhaps there was a small slice of cheese for Mr. Sif towards the end. As the dinner goes on, Farrah stops to talk. She says, I don't know how long the travel will be. I would expect at least between 1 and 6 days to the first road.
Whoa.
And then from there, another 1 to 6 days to the Isle of Berserkers. We're going to stop probably somewhere in Skuldholm, and then from there we'll go on.
Holy cow. And have you've taken these roads before?
Yes, I have. And Mr. Honeypaws has made sure that most of the roads are contained. Anyhow, I'll leave you to your night.
Hey, Farrah, how'd you get that scar, if you don't mind me asking?
As she's walking away, she kind of pauses. She's like, kind of looks over her shoulder. That's a story for another time, I'm sorry.
No worries. Looks really cool.
You do wear it well. It's
And I give her another rat wink.
Would you like one yourself?
All right, well, that's the end of this conversation.
Anyway.
Thank you so much, Farrah. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Carl, you can't have
She
shit.
keeps walking.
Yeah, like, that was the least threatening thing anybody could have ever said, considering I don't think you've done damage to literally anything.
Fair.
Yes, Carl, that wasn't exactly intimidating.
Okay, and let's just go to sleep.
No, but I'm saying like let's
Make
work
sure you
on
can
it.
hit the mattress as you lay down.
No. Let's workshop this. You know, I think we
really
can
drill
get you
down
to
on-
become a little bit more threatening to people.
Uh-huh.
I would start with like when you summon a firebolt, you really got to
Like hit
hit
like
the target.
the target.
Yes,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
target.
I see.
And it's like probably good to say something dirty like I'm gonna cut your head off and shit down your neck.
I'll try it.
Go
No,
ahead.
try it now. Try it
Go
now.
ahead
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, try it on Sif. Let's see how it feels.
I'm gonna cut your head off.
Nope,
and shit
it's
down your
already
neck.
bad. It's already bad. It's already
No, you have to say it like you're a big bird.
Yeah, like a big
big bird is
Like a big
capable
bird.
of shitting down people's necks.
Carl's feathers like start to float up.
That's right. You get big yourself real big and you say, I will cut your head off and shit down your neck. Look at me sideways and I will slap you like a bitch.
Imagine we're saying no to go in to rescue those trolls again. Get that energy back.
Yes.
I
have it.
look at Sif with a fierce look in my eye, and give me 1 second. Sorry,
Come on, do it.
I gotta see. Okay, I look at Sif with a severe look in my eye, and then I use minor illusion to make it look like I'm casting a fireball at him.
Come on, you little bitch.
And I'd say, "Fuck you, Sif," and I do it.
Let's see if I
And
flinch. What I gotta roll?
You
I think
It's
he
an
just has to-
intelligence check, isn't it?
uh,
To see if it's real.
successful intelligence check against your spell save,
All right,
which
go ahead.
is save DC is 13. Sorry, I'm an idiot. It just says it right at the top.
and what did you roll, Mr. Sif?
So I failed.
Yeah. So all that happens is this fake fireball washes over you, and I imagine you flinch,
No.
flinch pretty severely.
I like leap to the floor and I slide under chairs and I'm like, holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! No, Carl, no! and I look around and there's nothing. I said, I think he has it.
But you still didn't hit him. God damn it.
No, but that was scary as hell.
He still,
Yeah.
he still done 0 damage to anything.
Yeah.
At
But
least
that's
at
the
least I've
thing.
got the intimidation down.
Yeah, you really did it, man. I shit my pants a little.
I figured. Yeah. I wasn't gonna say
holy
anything, but-
shit, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, you guys end up making your way back to your cavern and get down for the night. Bed down for the night. I'm sorry.
It's not good.
No.
You want to take that one
Yeah,
again?
take that
Yeah,
again.
please. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it all in though.
Great, Joe. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no problem.
I really appreciate all that you do. You guys end up going. Good God, I can't speak today. You guys end up working your way down towards your cavern and bed down for the night.
In the middle of the night, I go, Caro? 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 Caro?
What?
Oh, nothing. I just want to say I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was really scary. That's
I
pretty cool.
I do minor illusion again to make a spark like snap in front of your face, and yeah, it scares the shit out of you
God.
again.
Caro, not again. Don't you know rats are scared of fire?
You're laying on beds of hay. Like, this is really fucking terrifying.
I get it. You're a real powerful wizard now. Okay, good night. Sorry I said
Fucking
anything.
go to sleep. God damn it.
All right, shut up, Ash.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's hard to go to sleep over all
We're in a cave. It
nip-
echoes. Everything you do, it echoes.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like it's hard to sleep when you're eating muffins all the fucking time.
What does it mean?
I don't know. I'm saying like you're always eating and shit. Like
I'm not
maybe-
eating right now.
I roll back over and pretend to be asleep. Honk shoe.
We
honk
all
shoe.
quiet down there. Y'all really testing my patience.
Oh shit! Sorry, honey paws. I didn't think you could hear us.
You're shouting. Of course I can hear you.
We're very, very sorry. We'll go back to bed now.
Good Lord.
All right, and then let's take a break there.
You guys wake from a somewhat peaceful sleep. There's not a lot of noise in the cavern that you guys can hear other than you guys bickering and whatnot. But eventually in the morning you hear another slight knock at the cavern wall. Hey, it's time for you all to get up.
Hey, old honey paws. I'm up. I promise. I've been out for a while now.
I can see you. You are still in your bed.
Nah, I just sat back down.
Of course, yes.
This is nothing. I'm sorry.
This is
Bastion, it's quite fun.
Conversation. How you doing, Honey Paws?
I'm doing wonderful this morning.
Coming to see us off?
Yes, I would like to escort you out there. Farrah's already getting things situated.
Alrighty.
All right.
I think we're get a little bit of some food in us first, and then head on out.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We'll eat and walk. We'll eat and walk.
Yeah. We're not gonna sit down and eat.
That's right.
Just,
Bax will get you something. He comes by with like a plate full of biscuits and stuff.
Thank you, Baxter. And is there any muffins?
Oh, there are always muffins. And he goes and underneath this pile of biscuits, and there's like a good size.
I kneel down and I'm basically weeping.
One pristine, shining muffin.
Two hands plate-like, holding it up.
Like teary-eyed. Baxter, you the real MVP. Fist bump.
He fist bumps you. It's cute because it's very tiny. As you guys continue to walk on and eating and whatnot, old Honey Paw says, if when you do come in contact with Ludwig, tell him to stop on by back here, man. It seems like we're going to have to take care of this axe small thing before he goes and does other things. I'm not the king of all, but I would love to see him come back here.
Honey Paws, it's the least we could do for you after all you've done for us.
I do appreciate it, gentlemen. You're doing good things. If you ever need anything, please come on back to Gloaming Crag, and we'll make sure you do well.
Thank you, sir. And we'll bring you something better than some jumbled up, messed up, nasty ass muffins next time.
I threw them right in the trash. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, are they still there?
I mean, maybe.
I'd run down the hall. I'm kidding. I'm
about face and sprints.
Baxter, go get them muffins for me.
All right. Okay. No.
Just brush them off. It's fine.
Yeah, they were very soggy. I don't know what happened out there.
They were in Carl's bag.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You guys walk along and you come to the end of the caverns and the end of the tunnel, which ends in just a archway that is made of stone, and there's a stone face behind it. You can see there are multiple bone effigies sitting on top and dangling in front of this archway, and you see smudge sticks that are lit, and the smoke is going in a straight line until it comes across the gateway, which kind of makes it flush forward in a imperceptible wind. You would think that it looks like there's some sort of ceremony starting here, and Farrah is kind of sitting and with her hands kind of pressed against each other, and looks like she's in a deep thought space.
I'm just loving this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
This is neat stuff. Never traveled on the Fey roads before. This is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Only read about it.
It's going to be dangerous, no?
Perhaps, yeah. Not necessarily, but perhaps, yes. It's not implicitly dangerous, it's just, But
we should all be on the lookout.
Indeed.
Hopefully we won't see any giants like she was saying.
Yes. I'll be making good use of Percival.
As a geomancer, you can kind of feel...
Assistant to the geomancer.
Yes, that is very important. Assistant to the geomancer. You can feel the just pulsing energy of the earth as you come closer to this thing. It's like, imagine if two magnets were to attract, you could just feel that pulling you towards it.
If I had nipples, they'd be.
They are certainly erect.
Do you not have nipples?
Me or
Carl, do you
me or my character.
Carl, do you not have nipples? Do birds have nipples? We got to do some Google and give me a second.
Real quick.
Birds are not mammals.
Everyone pause.
Hold on.
You birds
Incognito
have nipples?
window.
No. Only mammals have nipples. That's what makes them mammals.
Have nipples.
It's literally the mammary tissue in the breast. Why they're called mammals.
Birds do not have nipples. Huh. I think Carl does. Go ahead.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has some cherry tomato like nipples.
I don't. That's not canon. I'm not a bird with
You're
nipples.
like a bird mammal, though.
Because what's a blood?
Are your
my
bird
God.
women laying eggs, Jason?
Carl has no dick.
Carl has a cloaca.
Carl
has a cloaca.
Carl has a penis.
Yes.
Let's get
He
this
said
out
it.
of the
He
way.
shouted in the third person.
Carl has exclusively a cloaca.
So Can't have nipples on this bird because the implication there is there's two bare spots on his chest where there's no feathers and just these weird little things sticking out, and it's just not a good look.
I like how Jason's he's in character.
Explaining why his bird has no nipples.
But Carl, do your bird women lay eggs?
Yes.
You're lying to me.
Am I?
Because they would be humongous eggs. And I ain't never seen none nor had none for breakfast and or lunch.
Uh-huh. I think this is a failure of your imagination. Less than some evidence against ravenfolk egg laying you've got. But yes, they lay eggs.
Do they nurse their
And-
young
and-
with their big nipples?
Lay eggs.
No. They baby bird it into their mouth. They chew up some food and regurgitate it back.
Okay, because
into their mouth.
I was envisioning you have giant breasts on a bird your size.
Like just a bird with big tits?
Yes.
A tit with tits?
Yes.
I mean,
No.
Wanty purebloods lay eggs, it seems. So I guess
Are they the lizard folk?
They're
Well, lizard-ish creatures?
yeah.
Okay, yes.
Snake people.
Yeah,
Snake people.
reptiles mostly lay eggs.
Yeah, but like in this world, all right, we're this is more important than what we're recording.
Obviously.
In this world, I imagine everything was basically a mammal because it's like a humanoid version of this thing. So the idea of a giant bird person laying an egg is just very insane to me.
Honey Paws, from behind you guys says, again, thank you. And, Farrah will lead you from here.
How you getting back after we're done, Farrah?
She stands up after, kind of in like a meditative state, and she says, I can get myself back.
You'll be
I've
alright by
traveled
yourself?
these roads plenty of times.
Alright, I'm just, concerned about your safety. I didn't know if, you'd be okay.
She kind of smiles a little bit, and she's been very stoic towards you guys. Hadn't really shown you anything inside, and like thank you. I'll be fine. And as she kind of closes her eyes and reaches out towards a stone, she kind of opens her hand and then closes it and turns, and this kind of bluish film starts to fill in between the lines of this stone arch, and you can see where used to be stone now is a path through what seems to be like a forest in this portal.
Okay. Cool. Old Honey Paws, thanks again, and we're gonna get out of your hair.
I'm kind of lost in my curiosity and just start walking towards it.
Yeah, you kind of end up walking towards it, maybe put a couple feathers in, and you can see like your black feathers maybe have like a blue kind of tint to them now that they're inside of it.
Guys, this is really cool.
It is, buddy. Alright, you can tell me all about it as we go in. Come on.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Farrah leads. Stay close, and she kind of walks through this portal. As all of you kind of come through here, it's almost like you're, it's almost like running and then coming to a complete stop. As you walk into it, you almost feel like you're running, and you kind of have to catch yourself as you come through the portal, and you look behind you and it's just more road. There's no portal going back. As you turn around and see just another long stretch of road in a like moonlit sky, and there are just rows of forest in front of you. You can hear birds that are like not of this world, almost like more croaking than a chirp or anything like that. And you just, all of a sudden the world around you feels very alien.
You know that bird there, Carl?
I actually don't.
Ah.
I don't. What do you think? I know all types of birds.
I'm just,
Is
is it that ridiculous? I mean,
I guess not really, but no, I don't know what kind of bird that is.
I'm just curious. I just never heard one that sounded like it'd been strangled like that before.
Farrah, do you know what kind of bird that is?
No, I do not.
You think it's being strangled?
I mean, there is a good chance.
It's kind of like, ah.
Yes.
I think that was kind of like what it was like, ah.
Yes, that is
Right,
the noise it's making. But most things here mimic creatures in panic, hoping to find whoever will, come and search what it is.
Maybe we
Fuck,
should.
that's ominous.
Maybe we should start walking.
yeah. Let's get on getting.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't-
gonna take this opportunity to just cast buffs,
Okay.
mage armor myself, and Percival. and he flies up above us.
But
Oh,
does he?
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't know
if
if
you
he
don't
does.
say a certain thing.
Percival, to the skies.
There we go.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Percival takes the skies. Which,
Is there sky in here? Does that actually make sense?
we saw
are
the moon, right?
Are we?
yeah, you see the moon. Like, you can
Okay.
see the stars above your head.
Interesting. I had always sort of pictured the Feyroads as almost like a being
Like
a
enclosed.
yeah, sort of self-contained, almost like
Yeah.
a void, but like you're in a there's nothing like outside of.
I sort of imagined that too. I almost imagined like a tunnel with like many corridors that were feeding into one big corridor, and that's where like these hordes would jump out and like eat you.
Well, all Fey roads are different. This
Oh.
one happens to be like a
Forest.
forest.
All right.
Yeah.
Though, don't let it fool you. This place is very dangerous. And now we're going to go kind of above the table to roll some things, not just for like survival or whatever. I'm not looking for that. I'm going to need someone to roll me a d6.
4.
All right, you got 4. So, the way that the Midgard book kind of works the road is they roll a d6 to see how long it should take you to get to your destination. Now you're traveling probably close to 2,000 or maybe 2,500 miles to Skuldholm in 4 days. So, or at least that's what we're thinking. But Carl, you can also help and assist this with a Arcana check, since you are a ley line wizard.
What is my Arcana? Plus
Better be
5.
dope.
Wow, plus
Yeah.
5. Jesus. That's a 12 plus 5. That's 17.
Hey.
Yes. So with that, we're going to shorten it by another 2 days. So it looks like you're going to have 2 days to get through here. Because even though you have no real recollection of how this works or anything, your general knowledge of geomancy and ley lines, this is all kind of the same realm of respect.
Is Farrah kind of impressed by Carl's like ability to like kind of ferret out what's
Yeah,
happening?
I think she's impressed by your natural ability. Like maybe we'll play this out as she's kind of like getting in front of you, and you're kind of leading around the path as well. Like you kind of are expecting where she's going, because as you go into this deeper into this forest and things begin to change, like there are spots where it seems there's water, and then you look away and you come back to it and it's forest again. Like this place is ever shifting. And it seems that Carl, even though the path sometimes would stray off, seems to be finding the right path as you guys walk along in here. As this goes on, and probably what feels, I guess you really have no sense of time here.
Yeah.
The night sky is permanently above you.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, is it like,
Yeah.
is there any like day cycle? It's just
No,
always night.
it's always a perpetual night. Again, these croaking noises are ever present.
Is the moon always at the same spot in the sky?
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost like it's like a still in time.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's fucking spooky.
Yeah. This goes on, and you see many illusions of things. You can even see like footprints in the ground that are there and then disappear. It's just very ominous. Farah feels that now might be a good place to kind of find a spot to rest. She says, I think if we can get a spot to rest now, perhaps it would be better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that. Sif, you good?
Oh, yeah, let's rest. My brain's having a hard time wrapping around this thing here.
Yeah. It doesn't look like you're faring well. Do you like, you feel okay?
Well, yeah, I just don't love walking long distances.
Short little
I'm used to
legs.
city life, and
Yeah.
I mean, we walk, but not like this, you know?
Yeah. Farrah, will you need to take shifts and watching out?
Certainly.
Alright.
She walks over to like the side of the forest, and she kind of puts a symbol into the ground. Looks like almost like a pentagram, a kind of thing that lights up and kind of gives a glow out for about like 30 feet.
Okay.
Almost like a campfire, but it's more like a sigil. So this should keep us safe from those who come at night.
All right. Do we have to roll anything?
Yeah.
or- okay.
You guys kind of unpack some bags. Who's going to take first watch?
I will. I think I feel all right.
All right. So she beds down. You guys bed down. Do what you gotta do. Give me a roll, please.
Of what?
Perception.
11.
11. Okay. The place sounds alive. Almost like I can't imagine what it feels like to be just in the woods and just everything is just oblivious to your presence. Whereas maybe if you were making noise in the woods, something would stop. It's just always there's ever-present noises, but you're on guard and not seeing anything.
Okay.
Who do you wake up?
Sif, again, he seems like he's having a rough, like, transition. I think I'm gonna wake up Carl.
Okay.
Hey, my turn for a watch?
Yeah, if you don't mind, buddy.
Yeah, sure. Percival, you know what to do.
I don't think he does. I think you gotta say that.
To the skies.
Do you take a perception through Percival?
Yeah.
He has advantage.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I totally forgot how that worked. Well, that's a... okay. So 14 plus 1 is 15.
As Percival's kind of circling above the camp, he can see that there are creatures kind of coming around and looking at this space where light is emanating and kind of retreating back into the shadows. At one point you see what seems to be like a child, like kind of skipping along the road that all of a sudden just vanishes. It's
spooky.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
and,
bizarre.
But I don't know what Carl would do, but it seems like no one's coming towards the
I know what Carl
spot.
would do. Carl's going to take an Arcana check on, or any kind of whatever check you want me to take to examine the sigil.
Okay, perfect.
That Farrah put down.
Okay.
Arcana, so that's 6 plus 5 is 11.
11. It seems to be like a protection from evil, but in some sort of bubble, like radius. Also serves to some illumination. Yeah, it would be a protection of evil.
Cool.
From evil.
I think out of curiosity, I'm also gonna go to the edge of the bubble and mage hand just like any like creature, anything out there that I can like sort of touch and fiddle with, because I'm just like so curious about this area.
So you're gonna try to like get a magic. What are you trying to do with this?
I'm gonna take. This isn't character voice. I'm gonna mage hand and just like try and grab any like sort of like some fey squirrel or something. Anything I can like I can like grab and like poke or prod. Like I'm not trying to bring it towards me. I'm just like trying to poke or prod at it to just like get a. I'm not trying to like, risk putting us in any danger.
Right.
I'm just like, oh, what is all this stuff? This is so cool.
Okay. So your Percival kind of flies over and can kind of see this squirrel-like creature. Imagine a squirrel with like 3 tails and maybe 2 heads. It's like kind of crawling along, and you're going to try to like mage hand this thing?
Yeah. I like poke at it and kind of like I don't know, like
give me I guess could be like an attack roll.
Okay.
With magic.
That's 8 plus 5 is 13.
13. So you're looking at this very strange squirrel with multiple heads and tails as this mage hand kind of goes out and goes to grab it. It turns to you and splits its mouth open in 3 different directions and screeches and then runs up the tree. And you just get like, oh shit. And runs into the tree. But again, not coming closer to the sigil.
Okay. I'm satisfied with that. Added that little leaf to my tree of knowledge about the Shadowroads.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I just kind of go back to my watch duties.
Okay. Your watch ends without any kind of problems. Are you going to try to wake up Sif?
Yeah, I kind of like shove him with my foot, my big bird foot, just kind of, hey, Sif. Hey.
Booby traps.
Hey, Sif.
Oh, God, it's you.
And I'm also mage handing him, just kind of like lightly,
Carl,
like pushing him on the side of the cheek, like, hey.
Get your fucking hand off me.
Hey, that's not my hand.
Wake up.
Oh boy, that's not what I have.
I'm up.
Yeah, it's your turn. Get out there.
Oh, God, let me wipe the sleep from my eyes. Oh, boy. I was just having the strangest dream.
Yeah, go. I'm going to sleep.
Can I tell you about
There's nothing more boring than dreams. Just. Although,
just like your dream to go on the Shadow Road, and we're here.
I mean, that's an aspiration, not a dream.
Oh, wow, okay. Fancy man with all this book learning.
I will listen to your dream actually, because it may have been altered by the fact that we're in the Shadowroads. So give me the.
I kind of forgot it because you didn't hear it right away.
Okay, I get it. You as soon as you think about it, it's gone. I've been there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to sleep. Good night.
All right.
Dear watch.
Sleep tight, baby bird.
Thank you, Sif.
You're trying so hard. You're really doing it. First time on the Shadow Road. Look at you, big boy.
Yeah, it's interesting.
All right,
it's very
good
neat.
night.
This is very interesting for me. Thank you.
Good night, sweet baby.
What the fuck is happening?
Night.
I have no idea. Sif, give me some perception check.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's come over me anymore.
Oh boy.
That's That's a 9.
Like I've been explaining, just the area around you is very alive, and you can see creatures kind of coming, darting in and out of the shadows. Some of them taller than others. Some are bestial, and others have many limbs. But you don't seem to see anything.
Yeah, he's just gripping his rapier and dagger and just kind of like nervously sitting there and just counting down the minutes till everyone wakes up and joins him.
Yeah, and it's weird because you're like expecting, since you're the last watch, like for the sun to come up, but the sun never comes, and the moon stays in the exact same spot as your watch slowly comes to an end.
Oh, this shit is creepy, man. I don't like it. I hope
picture
everyone...
Sif in like a paranoid frenzy, just kind of like, what was that? What was that? And just gripping his dagger, gripping his rapier, looking back and forth. What was that over there?
Farrah slowly stirs. You didn't even have to wake her. It's almost like she kind of has a clock for this place. And she comes over to you, Sif, and says, was there anything that we should be worried about?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that. There was a lot of weird shit I saw. Do you like this place? I mean, it's pretty creepy.
It's strange, but I feel a drawing to it.
So I don't think I can go back to sleep. I saw a lot of weird shit that's concerning to me. Do you want to tell me that story maybe about your scar?
She slightly grins and says, why are you so interested?
I don't know. I just like stories. I like knowing about badass scars. You look pretty cool. Like you hand yourself in a tussle. I just like, I'm a people person,
Yes, I get those vibes from you. Sure, since I guess we have a moment. You ever heard of you've been to a barber, I'm sure, in Zobek?
A bar?
A barber.
Oh, a barber. It's alright, folks. Sometimes we get trimmed up, but yeah.
Well,
you've been to Zobek?
Yes, my travels have brought me there.
Do you know that dickhead, the Rat King?
No, I don't.
Oh, you're better for it.
Yes, I can imagine. Well, the barbers on the Shadow Road are a bit different. One night on a watch, I awoken to have part of my head shaved. This small green creature with its big teeth looking into my eyes as he was shaving my head. Apparently he got a little happy. And she says this very deadpan.
Like when you say happy, was this arousing him in a way?
Arousing is an interesting word, but it did seem to excite him.
Oh, that's kinky shit.
Yes.
I think more of a sadistic pleasure than a sexual one.
You're
is
asleep.
what she's getting at. I guess I would be. Haven't we? Would we wake up by now? It's the end of your watch.
It is the end of her, but no one has woke you guys up. That's why I said she kind of woke up like some kind of weird alien.
Fair enough. I'm asleep.
Yeah.
I'll go back to podcast jail.
So that's pretty creepy. Did you have one of these sigils out?
No, I did. It was in my earlier years.
And he did that to your face? He cut you shaving?
Luckily I woke up. Most people I was taking were dead. But I took care of it. And she kind of taps a short sword to her side.
That a girl.
And she quickly goes to her boot and pulls out like a straight razor. And you could keep it if you'd like.
I think you should keep it, perhaps.
Choice is yours. As she cleans up the sigil and she says, you might want to wake them up.
Yeah, sure. Sure, Farrah. Baby bird.
He begins to stir. Sleeping here is so weird.
Okay, let's go wake Bastion.
I'll take care of this. Bastion.
Yeah.
I continue to shout louder until you.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Carl, in my backpack, there's a muffin.
Mm-hmm.
If you could just please and he opens his mouth.
Okay, and I mage hand my hand into his backpack.
I definitely take a little bite out of the mage hand by accident.
That's fine.
I eat the muffin, just bring up. All right, I'm good.
like Popeye.
Yeah. He kind of hops up, you know, armor's jangling.
Just like punch shadow boxing. Like, all right, let's go. All right. let's hit that fucking road. Come on, Farrah.
It's all right. It's glad to see you're so eager.
Yeah, I actually had a pretty good night's sleep. It was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
No haunting dreams or
Nothing.
nothing? Oh, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels good. We're kind of in the woods. I like that. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Sarah, before we get on our way, I have a question. And any of the creatures, the smaller creatures around here, the face squirrels and whatnot, are any of these a danger to us?
Certainly. It seems that the warding has kept them off for now. But the Fae is interesting. They expect respect, and if you give them respect, perhaps they won't bother you.
I see. Good to know.
Yes. She leads you on this path, and as we go along, you begin to see creatures like darting across the road in front, and Farrah kind of like stops. This is different, and she kind of knocks an arrow and looks like side to side. Give me perception checks.
Oh, I pull out my rapier and dagger.
And what?
I pull out my rapier and dagger. Sorry,
that's
I'm
a 14.
currently sleeping.
7.
Perception 9. Jason, stop rolling my dice. You're stealing all of my luck.
Carl, as you see her like draw an arrow and kind of follow along, you see what seems to be a 6-legged creature with like large mandibles kind of run across the road in front, and you can hear like chittering. She says, we should be ready. This is not going to be good. As
Hammer and shield out, obviously.
What is that, Farrah?
I believe that's an unkeg. Have you ever seen one of those?
I have not.
Oh,
I think I've read the name somewhere. It's a little familiar, but I've not seen one.
They are nasty creatures. Not only are they deceptively fast, they also, and as she says that, one comes flying up out of the ground right in front of you guys, and we are going to roll for initiative.
Sure. Natural 1.
6.
That's a 23 for me.
Monster's got a 16. Oh, I got to roll for fair. She rolled pretty good. She rolled a 20, so 30-20. As this thing comes out of the ground, you see what looks to be almost like a large cockroach-like looking thing. It's got a thorax and an abdomen and one of those big bulbous behinds, and these 2 large mandibles that kind of clack. Okay, so top of the round, we have Sif.
Okay, are we right next to the monster?
Yes. You have Fair up in front, and I imagine you guys are probably like in a straight line behind,
Sure.
or like flanking her or whatever. And this creature pops out in front of you, of Farah, and so you are not too far away from her. It's right on them.
Okay. I make a dash towards Farah, kind of sidle up next to her, and lunge at this thing with my 21.
21 will hit.
All right, so I'm trying to get him in some vitals, eyeballs, something that looks fleshy. That's 13 damage.
13 points of damage to this guy. So you stab. Where you stab and try to?
I'm trying to stab him in any vital parts, eyeballs, some
okay,
fleshy connective tissue, anything.
So he kind of reels back as you're trying to stab for his eye and kind of get him like kind of through the side of the throat and push through a pretty crunchy carapace.
Does a 17 hit?
17 will play.
All right, and I'm going to take my dagger and kind of try to get it right in that spot I just hit.
All right.
And I'm going to spend a point of my prowess to do deep slice. So I'm spending 1 prowess to cause bleed.
Oh, okay.
When I inflict damage with a finesse weapon, I can spend 1 prowess to deal a deep bleeding wound. At the start of its turn, the bleeding creature must make a successful Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 damage.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you gouge kind of close to, maybe not exactly where you wanted to, but you get to twist the knife and pull out as green ichor begins to pour from it.
Yeah, and I did 2 damage.
Gotcha. All right. So it's Farrah's turn. She's going to kind of disengage, run about 20 feet to the side, and unleash an arrow. She does not hit. It is the creature's turn. Creature reels up and goes to take a bite out of Sif. 14 doesn't hit, correct?
It does, but I'm going to use my reaction to do that, whatever that parry type thing is from having the weapons.
Well, we should probably figure out what that is real quick so we can just.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't have the things in front of me.
Mean gauche. When wielding both a rapier and a dagger, you may use your reaction after being attacked to roll a d4 and add that result to your armor class until the end of the attacker's turn.
So my armor is 16 until the end of the...
Okay. So I rolled a 14. You're going to use main gauche and increase your armor by 2.
Yep.
I wonder how that works. Like, so you take the rapier and dagger and just sort of quickly parry with both and just, push them away? Or,
I imagine it's a very sword play. Like, you kind of riposte with the dagger, maybe riposte with the rapier, kind of supports with the dagger and shoves them off to the side.
Cool. Yeah, I like the image of that.
We have Mr. Carl.
I've been waiting for this diligently. I'm going to channel the ley line we are in.
Yes.
It being a Titanic ley line.
Can you do that at your level? I thought there was levels where
as long as you're within range of the ley line, you can use any ley line, but you have to, if you're bound to one, you can use it no matter how far away you are.
You can only be bound to certain ones.
I can only be bound to weak ones at my current level. So
yes, you are among a Titanic ley line.
Yes. Going to cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay. This requires me to make a save, right? Constitution?
Let's see. I will tell you in a moment.
You have to do the ley line first, though, right?
You do, yeah. Oh, God, this is a whole fucking thing.
It is.
Spell is cast within 30 feet of a ley line. The spellcaster can tap the line's power to augment his or her magic. Requires successful ability check using the spellcaster's ability, but without including any proficiency bonus. So my proficiency bonus is 2 right now? So my spellcasting modifier is 5, so that would just make it +3?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to roll a d20 +3. That's 21.
Oof.
Ooh, we have connected, haven't we?
We have connected, and so
to the ley line?
Yes.
Yeah, well, the DC of the check equals 10 plus the level of the spell being cast. Successful check harnesses the power of the ley line, and the spell's modified according to the ley line's intensity. Let's see. Okay. Now I just roll on this table to see what effect this spell has.
All right, so yeah, you roll and kind of dig deep and get connected to this ley line. You feel a surge of energy unlike you've never had.
Yeah, I imagine you're fucking shaking.
Yeah, I'm shaking in the
like
electric.
You're gonna fall apart.
Yes. It's
right.
like illuminating blue, like a blue light.
Okay. Creatures immune to the damage of your spell take half damage instead.
Oh man,
Garbage.
what a bummer.
What a garbage thing.
Could have been 7 is treat your spell as if it were cast with a spell slot 2 levels higher.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's some
we're playing
good
with
ones
some good
on
stuff.
here.
All right, let's go.
Why would you even cast the spell to begin with if they're immune to that damage? Oh, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
good to know. There's some cool effects on here. I mean, that one's not terrible. It just doesn't really affect the situation.
So what did you roll to hit?
Okay, so now I'm actually rolling the spell, and if this misses...
Maybe we should do it in reverse. Like, in the future. We should know if you hit first before we waste time.
Yeah, like, do the hit, then do the ley line,
that's
and then do the
probably
damage.
really
I
smart.
think that makes sense,
just
because if I miss...
it'll cut out, 2 minutes at least.
Yeah, but do we say... But, okay, so in
you
that
say
case...
you're going to do the ley line,
Okay,
you roll
and-
to hit, and then if you hit.
If I miss, it wastes the charge?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes as much sense as anything else. That is a nat 1 I just rolled. Is there any universe in which we can construe a reason as to why I might have advantage?
No!
No, there isn't. I'm so sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Every time you cast a spell,
man.
you just roll a 1.
Fucking snake eyes.
Oh man, how much time?
That had to be fucking 5 minutes. If we include the time that Jason was looking shit
Oh my
up.
god,
Do
no.
we want to just fudge that and say I got it?
Absolutely not.
You can't. I don't think you can because
It's part of your character now that you never hit anything.
So you rolled a 1 and your ray just flies right by.
No, we need to paint this in clear light or something.
Okay.
Jason stands there, blue light from all around. He's
Carl.
inside. Carl is standing there, and he is summoning a power which he's never touched, a Titanic ley line, something you'd only read about. Blue light shines from everywhere, goes into his body, surges up, his eyes glow blue, and then
just
a little puff comes out of his hand,
I was gonna say
like a bang, like a white flag bang comes out of his finger.
yeah.
Like
I was gonna say just I just like am glowing blue, and then this just big column of blue like energy just shoots straight up into the air, and I was like, sorry guys, that was it. That was the whole thing.
Carl feels deep
I
shame.
kind of blew it.
you blew it.
That doesn't usually happen.
I would disagree. It happens literally every time.
Yeah, I'll be better.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
It's my turn.
Yes, Bastion, it is your turn. You have seen Carl fail miserably, unfortunately, and it is your turn to strike vengeance.
I walk up to him like, listen, I'm not going to tell Sif I'm doing this for you, Carl, but I'm going to help you out, okay? And I bless Carl, myself, and Sif. It's a level 1 spell that every time we do an attack roll, or if we hit a damage roll, we add a d4 to it. It's a concentration spell.
Yes, I believe it is. Are you sure it's damage too? I thought it was just saving throws and to attack.
I'll double check real fast, but
It's okay.
I think. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought it was attack roll or damage roll. I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool. It's fine. I just want to be sure that I'm not
no.
being old.
No. I just read it wrong. Maybe I think I have something called Bane. Does that reduce?
Bane reduces attack rolls and their saving throws. It's the opposite of bless.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right. Anywho,
So you bless your boys.
Also, how much of a badass does this thing look like?
It's like snapping in front of Sif as you are looking around. It looks like a badass, not crazy though.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just look at it. Let's see. I'm coming for that ass, bug, and I vow of enmity it. Because that's a bonus action.
Perfect. All right, that gives me.
I walk up right next to him.
And that gives me disadvantage?
No, I just have
You have-
advantage on
you have
all
advantage.
attack rolls for the next minute.
Oh my god. Okay. Sif, top of the round. You have just been snatched at by this creature.
All right. I'm going to duck under the mandibles and come up under its jaw. That's a definitely hit. I don't need to roll. I'm just going to check to see if I don't get the natural 20. Nope.
Would you get advantage? There's nobody next to you. Oh, no, I'm next to you now. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Pack tactics, baby.
10 damage, 10 piercing.
Woo.
And then come at it with my dagger. Try to get that soft spot. That's a hit for sure. And
Do we know what a hit is? What are you rolling, Christian? You were
I'm
saying
rolling obnoxiously
okay,
high.
like over 18, over 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I hit him earlier.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
So 2 piercing damage with the dagger. Oh, did he make his did you take a saving throw?
It's
No,
not
I
his
did
turn
not.
yet.
Oh, he didn't get to go again?
No.
No, not yet.
He went after me though, right?
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
so
you're right.
you had to make a DC saving throw, dexterity. Oh no, I'm sorry, Constitution of 13.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay,
I rolled an 18.
fair enough.
All right, so far we'll take another shot at this thing. She misses again. She's not taking Carl's lead. As this creature seems to be taking a lot of heavy blows, it kind of stutters back, rears up, and lets loose this nasty cone of poison. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
All three of us.
Yes, please.
17.
10.
17.
All right, so if you rolled above a 13, you are taking 8 points of acid damage. Otherwise, you take half.
Is it taking 4?
Yes, sir. And it is going to...
If you rolled below a 13, you're taking 8.
Yeah. My apologies. And another one appears on the backside of Bastion.
Sure. Ooh, I have to roll a concentration check. It's 13. So
13, you're good.
Because it's either half of the damage taken or 10.
Or 10, yes.
Whatever's higher, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit you?
Me?
Yes.
No, I have a 19.
All right, so you hear the ground break as this thing jumps out of the ground and tries to snatch at you. Carl.
All right. Well, I get 2 uses of my lay magic.
Do it again, buddy!
So
you got it this
let's
time.
just roll the spell hit first. That's another nat 1. So let's just go on to
Buddy, one of these days, I swear to God, you're going to hit something, and I'm going to be so fucking proud.
that's a 1 in 400 chance of that happening.
I swear to God, you can do it. I heard you were a wizard, but I don't know. I guess
I'm
assistant
gonna
to the wizard is more accurate.
I'm gonna step away. Just my speed.
In sorrow?
Just away. Yeah, like just Jesus Christ. I'm just so taken out of this right now.
It's unbelievable. Like, I really, other than Joe, I've never seen anybody roll like that.
It's been this entire campaign that you haven't hit, the broadside of a barn.
That was, okay, that's 2 spell slots in both of my charges of
Jesus.
Channel Lay Magic.
Yikes.
Maybe you should get some spells where it's like a DC check so you don't have to roll.
100%.
Yeah.
Joe, you're up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bastion, you're up.
Oh, I think, Bastion just raises his hammer and hits the bug I got the Vow of Enmity against.
Okay.
20. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20 would work.
Alright, and it's a Warhammer. It's 1d8. So I'm just gonna take that 1d8. A total of 9. 9 bludgeoning damage.
Boom, you land a solid crack, and you can see that you split a good part of his head.
Yeah, I was trying to go between, like, the pincers.
Between the pincers, yeah. Like, maybe one of them kind of cracks a little bit and starts, and is, like, not lining up straight like it should.
Yeah. And, how's the turn order go? Yeah. And then for my bonus action, I just take the one hand, I hit it in the fucking face, and then I just take the shield and just try and knock it on his back.
Perfect.
So that's I think that's going to be considered an athletics contest. It's an unnatural 20.
Boom, you knock it back in its face as it falls back.
Awesome. So it's not going to move back. It's the shove action, so it either goes prone or gets moved back 5 feet, so I'm going to make it prone.
Perfect. So you bash it in the face, it gets dizzy and just falls over.
Yeah, I kind of like imagine Turtle on his back.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, 6 legs. Like,
Yeah, just...
like disgusting creature. Sif.
I'm going to try to carve up that underbelly.
You got, like, quadruple advantage now.
Yes.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
11 piercing.
Sif definitely leaps on top and just runs a knife up the middle of it as Iker covers him. This thing is dead.
I love that image of Sif just kind of like crawling up on its belly and just
Yeah.
All right, and then I leap off of the one bug towards the other bug with my dagger, like arcing across its face.
Yes.
Definitely hit. With like a.
What did you roll though?
18,
Give me some rolls.
20, 25. Is that
this is going great. That's a good roll.
I completely believe you. It's not like a
Yeah, no, we totally do.
I really do believe like Christian. It's just like when I don't hear the number for some reason, some part of me is like, I want to know what it is.
Oh yeah.
As a listener, I always like to hear the number.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll give you guys a readout of the numbers. It's just because I have pack tactics.
Right. It feels like you're being a jerk.
because I'm like, well. 23, 25.
Right,
and then you get to rub it in Zach's face.
Because I got blessed.
You know how Zach loves to be like, hey, there's a 26 hit? It was like, so, do it to him.
Yeah, that bug's going to take 2 piercing damage.
In my defense, I don't always love it. I feel like I have to say something.
Uh-huh.
I like it. We have Farah.
Maybe she can hit the broadside of a barn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, she can't.
Oof.
She rolls a 6. She's rolled a 7, an 8, and a 6. She really is taking a liking after Mr. Carr over here.
Yeah. Now, fair, like, are you just afraid of hurting the flora and fauna in here, or, like, what's going on over there?
She looks at you, and this is like, goes and draws another arrow. It is the Unkig's turn. He's going to take a bite out of Mr. Sif. Oh, I think I got you this time. 24.
I'm going to spend 2 points of prowess to do flashing steel.
Oh, this is kind of a
walls
gamble,
of flashing steel, yeah. So as a reaction, when I hit by a melee attack, I can spend 2 prowess points to attack with a finesse weapon. If the result of my attack roll exceeds my AC, use the attack roll in place of my AC for the turn.
And I imagine you get the D4 for this, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit.
What did you roll?
It was 8 plus 5 is 13.
13, yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel these pincers grasp around you, dealing 12 points of slashing damage.
Sure.
Plus 2 points of acid damage. And you are grappled as he lifts you off the ground and just starts squeezing you.
Ooh, I'm pretty roughed up.
We have Carl. Carl, this is your time.
Sweet Jesus. So,
You can do it, buddy.
so I do have one more use.
I believe in you.
It's my intelligence modifier that dictates how many charges of this I get. That's a 9 plus 11 plus 5 is 16.
Fucking hits.
Oh my-
Carl makes a strike.
Hell yeah, Carl.
Sweet Jesus.
Did you roll that D4, buddy?
I did. I got the plus 2.
All right.
Oh, that might not have hit without it.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have.
Okay, now I'm rolling
chart.
now I'm
I
rolling.
gotta roll to connect.
Now I got to roll
Gotcha.
to connect the ley line, and
Yes.
this may or may not. Either way, the spell's going to land.
Yes.
Don't roll the
okay,
red
so
one.
so this spell is first level, so I just need to do
An 11?
11. So the dice plus 3.
Jason, if you... Oh,
It's
God,
fine,
thank
17.
God. Thank God.
All right. So you feel yourself connected. You're channeling it in.
Okay.
You got your
now the D10 for the effect.
hit. Come on.
That's a 6 again. So the boring one.
Fucking Christ. Can we retcon and roll something different, please, Zach?
Yeah, roll something different, please.
That's a 6 again. That's a 5. That's a 5. Casting your spell this turn only uses a bonus action. You still have an action to use.
Hey,
Zach, are you sanctioning this triple roll I just did on this spell effect?
So I heard you rolled a 5.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Rolled a 5. Okay, so casting the spell only uses a bonus action. Okay, great. So I'm just going to do the damage, which is 2d10, I believe. God, there's so much fucking referencing stuff to even get a goddamn spell cast for me.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, geomancy is so technical.
I know. I really need to condense this into a card.
Yeah.
That'd be way better than all that, because I have it it's like so many different spots I have to reference it from. Anyway, okay. So Ray of Sickness is what I was casting, which is 2d8. 1d8. Another d8. 4 and a 1. That's 5.
5 points of
Poison damage.
poison or necrotic.
Poison.
Oh my God. Dear fucking Jesus. Zach's face
it's just fine.
No.
No, it's just funny because Jason saw him spit poison out earlier, and he's like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'll just throw some poison at him.
He also
It was-
spit acid.
It was acid all the time.
Whatever.
I was
Acid.
worried though because I heard poison. I'm thinking, oh, green stuff. Oh my God, no, he's not immune to poison. You're good.
Okay, that's
Six-
great.
That 6 would have worked if it were the case.
I managed to finally do 5 damage after all that.
Maybe 2 or 3. We don't know if he was taking resistant to it.
All right, so we have Bastion.
No, it's my turn still.
Oh,
It was
I'm
only a
sorry.
bonus action.
That was only a bonus action.
That was a bonus
All right.
action.
I don't mean to take your
You
spotlight.
can cast a cantrip.
Yeah, because you can't cast an actual spell again. Just per the rules of D&D.
Okay. Yeah,
I believe.
I'll just firebolt then.
I think I could be wrong.
No, that's the rules.
That's a 6. That's 21.
21 definitely hits.
Okay, 1d10.
Hot Carl.
Hot Carl.
That's 2.
Semi-hot Carl. Lukewarm Carl.
I don't. I've always had just average rolls. Just it's always like a nice spread.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes
I
you
would have
lose,
to agree.
sometimes you win. This has been bad.
The entire
Even when I
campaign.
hit, my damage rolls are pathetic. Like
They've
4
been
and a
really bad.
1 on 2d8. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
When you're terraforming the Earth, it'll be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastion, you're up, bud.
Yeah, sure. I just
You see as Carl finally makes a connection and burns a hole slightly smaller than you expected from all the energy that came out
And
of
there's
it
a very bloodied syphilis in,
in its mouth.
yeah.
It's like when Gyarados
and its
shoots Hyper
mandibles.
Beam at a Pidgey and he faints. Instead of getting obliterated.
All right, nerd.
all right. So I kind of take in the scene. I see Sif being munched, and this bug basically looks fine, right? He's not on death's door.
Yeah, he's not on death's door by any means.
All right. Would you allow me to use my action for a lay on hands, and then as a bonus action, just try and quickly tug Sif away, just to see if I can break the grapple? No is fine. No is fine.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right.
Not to sound like a complete
No.
dick.
I understand. That's why I wanted to ask before I went that route. I think. How dead does Sif look?
Pretty fucked up. I mean,
well, give me a number.
Yeah, you
9
can give
out of
numbers
27.
9 out of 27.
I have 9 health left out of the
here. Oofa
27.
doofa.
I mean, I'm like a third of the way.
Sure. Yeah. All right. I guess I got to do it. All right. So I use my action to lay on hands Sif and give him 14 health.
Wow. You feel rejuvenated as Bastion lays his paws upon you.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
We got Sif. Sif, you're in the jaws of this beast. You feel slightly rejuvenated since...
So when I'm grappled, what exactly happens? Like, I can make an attack, but it's a disadvantage?
I don't believe so. You are just at 0 speed. You can't go away from it.
So it's just 0 speed. I don't have to... I can still attack and shit?
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Because you're not restrained.
All right. Fuck this guy. I'm going to be stabbing at the mandibles.
Okay.
16?
16 hits.
Yeah, I knew that. What an asshole. 10 piercing.
10 piercing?
Yeah. Then I'm going to come at him with my dagger. It's a nat 20.
Ooh.
4 damage, but I'm going to spend my last point in a desperate attempt. Last point of prowess in a desperate attempt to try to kill this thing. And do Rapid Strike, which lets me get my bonus to my offhand weapon.
Okay. What's that give you?
So it's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, okay. So you stab with the rapier probably in the side of the neck of this creature as Icar starts shooting out of there, and you overhand stab with the dagger in the top of like its head, but you can still feel life in its pincers.
Yeah, I'm just desperately trying what I can here.
Yeah, just as fairly as you can. Farah feels like she's finally lined up her shot. Ooh, lands one on him for 8 points of piercing damage as she shoots a arrow in its neck. But this creature still has you grappled and begins to tighten its mandibles around you. A 24 hits.
Certainly.
I thought you were saying it was 24 damage.
Yeah, I was like, yikes.
Oh boy.
Because that's exactly enough. Plus 1 to kill me.
That'd be really bad. No, you're going to take 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god, you would have been dead. If I hadn't.
Yeah.
And 3 points of acid damage as you are grappled, and you can just feel that ichor sliding in between your armor and starting to burn. Carl, you see your friend, his life hangs in the balance. What do you do?
Friend's a loose.
Second.
We use that loosely.
Friend is very loose. Acquaintance.
You've been calling him Baby Bird and like...
He says to the room as I'm about to shoot the creature, killing him. It's okay, second level ray of sickness.
Oh my god.
17?
Hits.
Okay,
You got
so
that
that's
too.
3d8.
All good.
Oh yeah, you could have rolled.
3d8. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if it.
You're going to have to roll 2 and then add
okay.
another one afterwards.
So that's 2. That's 10, and then 15 damage.
Hey.
Like triple the highest damage I've dealt so far.
Yes.
You shoot this ray as it's like holding Sif in the air, and it just blasts right through its thorax. Boom! Right through the other side,
Nice,
and
big
it
hole.
drops dead.
Nice.
Mandible
Fuck yeah!
slowly unfurling and
Yes.
pouring out to the ground.
I had my hand out as a finger, my feathers out as a finger gun, and go and blow the.
You guys have defeated this one.
Hey.
You know what's cool? I burned 4 spell slots. I think with a short rest, I can get all those back.
Really?
Yeah, because
Wow.
I have a thing that lets me get a bunch of different spell slots back in
Awesome.
different ways, 2 different ways.
Excellent. So,
One
Farah,
out of those 4 spell slots will actually do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 spell slots, and you got like 17, 18 damage.
Yeah.
Carl's having a
Pretty
bad day.
And
I think we all
bad
are,
weak
honestly.
month in the year. Yeah.
So Farah puts her, the arrow back in her quiver and puts her bow on her back. So, are you all right?
Not really.
I'm fine.
I'm fine too.
Yeah.
I've been
Well, that's
pretty
good to
chewed
hear.
up and beat up.
What are you at, Sif?
11.
I'll give you a cure wounds. Yeah, 7 more health back.
Are we gonna be taking a breather for this era?
I think that would be smart, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
As you guys kind of calm down and get a grip of your surroundings, and again, endless night, still creatures in the forest, you begin to hear like a light whimpering,
Now, Farah.
like a child.
Sure.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Farah, you hear that, right?
I do.
You said earlier, like, everything tries to pretend that it's, like, in suffering, so people come up. You think that's what this is?
Well, there's really only way of one way to find out.
No, there's not.
It is up
No,
to-
there's not.
It is up to you, though. I can see that you are very injured as she looks at Sif, and he's leaking from all over.
Can we just send Percival over there?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Percival comes from this. I imagine he's always flying up.
Yeah, I summoned him when we got into the Pharaohs
Right.
and like never dismissed him. So
Right. So he's circling around and you hear this whimpering and he kind of follows this noise and begins to get louder and louder. And you can see that there is, give me a perception check actually.
With advantage, because it's based on hearing or sight.
I had actually forgotten about that. Thank you. That's 11 plus 1 is 12.
Ooh, not very good. It's very dark under the canopy, but as you're getting closer, you can hear the whimpering getting louder, and you can see what seems to be a silhouette of something in like a ball, kind of curled up in a ball in a fetal position.
Guys, there's something over there whimpering. I can't quite make out what it is. Do we want to go over there and investigate?
I'm not going to speak for Sif, but I trust your judgment. If you want to go over there, we go over there.
Yeah, I really am on the fence about this one. Like before, I could clearly tell, like these guys are being killed by a barrellope, so let's get over there. But I really don't know here.
Well, if I could chime in, perhaps, I think we should just keep walking and not worry about it. I don't, this doesn't seem like a hospitable place.
Could I make maybe one suggestion?
Yeah, sure.
This for you, Sif. You're a sneaky little dude. Would you be willing? We won't commit. You just kind of sneak over there, get close enough to find out if it's anything, and then deuce it out.
Oh, yeah, totally. Let me put myself in danger again. No, thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna walk over there and.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking ridiculous.
Now,
I'm gonna slug a freaking health potion.
hold on. I don't know. Just something feels off. Me, Joe, something feels off, and I have the urge to walk over. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't want to not check it out.
Yeah.
It's like we found a little chest and we're like, leave it.
Like Carl, like you said, you were on the fence. Sif's not into it. Sif, you can stay here. I'll walk over by myself.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay here by myself.
I'll stay here with you.
So you're pretty conspicuous. I'm a little less conspicuous. I could get close if there's danger, teleport away, and kite back to here. Although then we're in combat again, and that's not ideal.
I'm still basically perfectly fine.
Well, okay.
Worst comes to worst, I think we can handle ourselves, bud.
All right, let's and I don't think Sif is going to leave us alone if we actually get into a fight here.
Well, let's not bet on it. Sif, Farah, if you want to sit this one out, that's up to you. We're just going to check it out real
We'll
quick.
be here on the road.
All right.
Yeah.
Yell real loud and shriek if it's danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having failed to get a better look with Percival, I get a closer view up under the canopy with just walking up as close as I can get.
I will be as close to Carl as I can without, again, being terribly noticeable.
So you're walking through these woods and you can, if you want to give me stealth checks, you can.
It's 15.
You kind of creep through this forest and you can see there are small creatures like in the canopies. You see that double-headed squirrel again, like looking at you and running back into the trees. And this whimpering gets louder and louder. And you come up to like a small shrub and like you step on a stick and the voice goes quiet.
I wait for 10 seconds and see if it starts whimpering again.
Okay. You hear like the bush start to wrestle.
I whisper, "Who's there?"
And you hear more wrestling as this small little child starts to come out of this bush. And she is in like a kind of a burlap sack, for lack of a better term, just with armholes in a head, you know what I mean? And just barely clothed with this, and she looks very weak. And she has, as she begins to get up and stand up, you can see she has two horns that are like tight against her hair, her blonde hair.
All right, an escort quest.
Are you good?
Wait, I'm a friend. I'm traveling with some companions through the Pharaohs. Are you lost? I mean, I'm assuming you're lost. How did you get here?
I lost my family on the way, and I just need to get back.
How long have you been here?
I don't think she would know.
No.
You kind of look at her, trying to figure it out. I'm not sure. She couldn't be maybe more above, like maybe 7 or 8.
above the table. Where are we going to?
You're heading to Scald Home.
Scald Home.
Because that's the end of the Ravens Road.
Okay. Do you know where you were on your way to?
I think it was Bjornheim.
I mean, we're going in the other direction. I can't very well lead you all the way back to Bjornheim.
Leave me here.
I can take you with me, but I can't take you to Bjornheim.
All right, anywhere's better than here.
Okay. All right, come along with me.
And
I escort
she
her
kind of
first.
like puts her little hand up and tries to get you to take it.
I hand her my feathers and
she grasps it, and it's like a child's hand, like barely holding on. It's not very strong at all. And give me a medicine check, please.
That's a 3.
All right. She is bruised and somewhat weathered. As you look at her, you can see that she's been through some shit.
Yeah, it's about all I'd expect from a medicine check.
Yeah.
So she looks like shit.
Yeah.
Do you bring her back to me, Jay?
Yeah.
As you see Carl coming back through the darkness, he has his hand behind him, and there is a small child like out of his hand.
I think when I see it's a child, I kneel down and I say, "You all right there, honey?"
She's like, "No, I'm hurting. This is bad." And she kind of raises like her side of this sack, and you can see that there's a deep wound underneath the sack.
I put my hand. Wait, a sack?
Yeah, she's wearing a burlap, like a burlap sack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got it.
Yeah, so she kind of like lifts her clothing a little bit, and you can see off to the side there is a deep wound.
I put my hand on her face, and I use divine sense. I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I can sense anything affected by the hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
So with your detection,
Divine sense,
you do not sense any evil or fiend or anything like that. You have heard of these people though, or her race. She is a shadow fae.
Oh.
Born from the roads and the elves that used to travel here.
Interesting. But I don't detect any good or evil or anything evil from her.
You don't detect any evil. I would say it's mostly neutral.
Okay. I touch her face. I cast that divine sense.
I'm just picturing your
A
whole
giant bear.
your whole bear
Yes.
paw just grabbing the front of her face.
It is very
Yeah,
comical.
yeah, like,
and
just-
slightly adorable.
Yeah. And then just using like the tip of one claw touch where the wound is, and use my last spell to cure wounds.
Okay, give me a roll.
5 total.
Okay. You see it start to close slightly, but it's not quite enough.
Sure.
She definitely looks more chipper because of that, and she kind of takes your paw and like holds it.
I use my last bit of lay on hands for 1 more health.
Okay. Again, not
Yeah,
quite enough to completely close it, but we're working somewhere. And as you come out of the forest with her, and Farah sees, she's like, "Oh, what did we find?"
I think little shadow fae lady. Carl found her in the woods.
Yeah, little girl. What's your name?
Thanks. I knew that was coming. And
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't ask it immediately.
I actually do have a name for this little girl.
Yeah.
Issa.
Issa. That's a good name, Issa.
Oh, I don't like the look of this.
Yeah, you see him. It's just feels off. Like, why is there a child in the middle of this terrible place?
What are you?
She kind of looks at both of you like, what am I supposed to say? You know?
How did you get here?
I was lost.
Oh, well, how did you get into the Shadow Road?
My family travels them often.
What happened to your family?
I was going to ask you if you've seen them.
So you just wandered off in your burlap sack?
It wasn't my idea.
Well, what happened then?
I assumed that they fell to the same fate as these things, and she points at the big, sprawling leg creatures.
So a rat man stabbed it till it died?
I think she means they died like the bugs did. Or they got killed by the bugs.
What got them? Did you? I mean, were you lost first, and then you assumed they
It's very
died?
fast. We were traveling, and I got split up, and I ran, and I tried to hide, and it's been, I don't even know how long.
What have you been eating? How long you been missing?
Can I just as she's talking, just what's the not investigation,
Insight.
Insight. Can I insight?
Yeah,
I would like to do that as well because
please do.
Nothing. 6.
Natural 20.
Natural
24. Is that 24?
You feel like she's telling the truth.
Oh shit.
Well, I guess you're getting kind of lucky, huh? Lucky you found us. But, we're probably not a good substitute for our parents.
Yeah, little girl. What was your name again? I'm sorry. Isa.
Isa.
We can take you. We can get you to Skaldholm, and we can get you out of the Fey Road there, and perhaps you can find some help after that. That's about as far as we can take you because we can't go back to Bjornheim. We are only traveling further away from that
upset
point.
and like, oh man.
Well, hold on. Farrah's going back after we're done. Maybe you can go back with Farrah.
And Farrah looks at you like, you think I can take care of this child?
We're going all the way to the Isle of Berserkers, which is very far away, and we're taking Farrah with us that way.
Yeah, but maybe we could, pay somebody to watch her for a little bit.
It seems like a whole babysitting thing we got to figure out.
The other option is we let her die here.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably not going to die in Skaldholm. I don't know how hospitable of a place that is, but it is a city, and probably not going to just go around killing children.
Were your parents taking you to Bjornheim?
Yes. We were all traveling to Bjornheim.
You did call it Bearheim.
Oh, sorry, Bjornheim.
Yes, we were all traveling there. Does anyone have anything to eat?
Yeah, I give her some rations.
All right, she takes it and starts eating.
I got like a little,
slightly ravenously.
I got like a little bit of muffin left. Here you go.
Oh, wow, that's big stuff.
I only give this out to my friends and trolls. Apparently.
What do we know about the Isle of Berserkers? Like, that's not a tough, safe place to take a child, right?
It's a terrible place.
Do we know anything about Skaldheim?
Skaldholm, not a whole lot. It is kind of...
Sorry, it's the island where Raven's Road ends. It's like in the Swive, which is the sea that Bjornheim is on the border of, but it's like we have to like track back all of our progress to go back to Bjornheim if we want to drop her off. And the Raven's Road doesn't even go to Bjornheim. It would be a big doing to take her to Bjornheim.
Yeah,
but
you said,
it ends in the glowing crag. There's kind of like a small divot there.
There's a little offshoot that goes off, and you can get to the glowing crag. But then to get from glowing crag to Bjornheim, like we almost died doing that.
But we don't have to take her there. We can just take her to Gloaming Crag. We can just take her back to Gloaming Crag.
I think our due diligence is done if we leave her with the authorities in Skaldholm.
we can figure this out one way or another. We're going to Skaldholm, and if you feel comfortable coming with us, you're welcome, honey.
And she's like, it's nice to have friends, and I think that's where we're going to cut it.
Okay. Like you said, something feels off, right?
Yeah.
Oh, trust it. But she's not lying.
Can I before we end? Can I like? Is it an intelligence check if I can sort of like not? I'm not trying to unveil like the eldritch mystery. Just something that gives me a hint as to what feels off. A no is fine.
Yeah, you can give me some
Intelligence check. You think?
Yeah, you can give me intelligence if you want.
It's not gonna be good. It's 5.
Yeah, I mean, it seems beyond you, but again, there's a child in the Shadowroads. It just seems off.
I want to like look. Can I look
We're about
over?
to get grifted. Our parents are gonna come out of the woods and steal our shit when we're sleeping.
Oh, sorry. Can I like look over her like? Because the whole her being in a burlap sack is just weird to me. Like if you're traveling with her
bothers
parents,
me too.
why does she not have regular clothes on?
Yeah, I don't know if Bastion would have thought of that because I don't know if he's wise enough, but it bothered me.
But that's like what I want to do. I want to you know what I mean? I want to like,
oh, honey, let me get a good look at your. That's interesting clothes. Where did you pick that up?
That's what was given to me.
It was given to you by whom?
My parents.
Insight check on that whore.
Whoa, she's a 7-year-old. No,
I'm sorry.
Check sight on that little girl who's a little girl, I'm sure.
That's a 23.
23. Seems like she's telling the truth.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on her. Just this one final.
Yeah,
we're gonna throw a dice at this
It's
girl.
okay, guys. It's
we
okay.
get to end up. You don't carry the DM. We decide when this is over.
That's a nat 20 plus 5.
Is Arcana check?
Arcana check.
To check like
The girl.
like
Just-
for magic.
Just Arcana check on the
I mean,
girl.
she's like emanating magic. You can feel it. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
Just who she is because
that's
she's
who
Fae.
she is. She's
Okay.
Fae.
All right.
Motherfucker. Ugh.
Alrighty.
All right, good job, Zach. I'm gonna
Thanks, man.
turn
This was a
off
rough
now.
one. I don't know
It
why.
was rough. It was
Yeah.
rough, but yeah.
Thank you for listening to Adventure Public Radio. We would like to thank Kevin McLeod from Incompetech.com and Michael from Game Chops for allowing us to use their music in this episode. Music is licensed under Creative Commons. Now here's a clip that didn't make the take. All right, let's clear the air right now. Extra crunchy or creamy before we even get started. Let's not even go there. It's extra crunchy.
fucking crunchy.
Extra
Oh
crunchy.
no, I go smooth.
Jason.
I like both.
Oh, you fucking.
I hate
you're
to pick up
fucking-
that. I really do
You
like both.
fuck.
I don't have a strong. I don't eat a lot of peanut butter.
You're really embracing your heritage.